Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm using the share factory in the PlayStation 4, so obviously I can only record in 15-minute intervals. But if you right here, it might be a little difficult for you at first. But if you start right here and immediately sprint and jump, you'll land on this perfectly every time. Titanite shards are used to upgrade your weapons. Jump down here. Hit the attack button, R1, while falling, and you'll do a plunging attack, which is very effective against enemies. There's also more enemies down here. Plunge. And this guy. There's an item. Fire bombs. Fire bombs come in handy. Now, if you guys are unsure of yourself, you can always go right back to the beginning here and rest at the bonfire to heal up and get another Estus flask. I do not feel like I need to. But be wary, you do that and you reset all the enemies in this area. And here we're coming up on our first boss. I recommend removing the sword. Wow. That just happened. You push X to remove the sword, not square. We're going to give this a try anyway. As soon as that thing comes out, you can start wailing on them. Push forward and attack, you kick. I don't recommend doing that. Push triangle and you'll dual wield, which makes your attacks more powerful. When you're fighting this guy, I recommend staying as close as you can. Now it's a stagger. Apparently he doesn't want to play. This guy is kind of a pain when it gets to this part. So you'll learn how the whole abyss monsters are fight and attack. Ow. Stop being a prick. Like I said, never ever get greedy. You come right here. Plant the coiled sword. Well, no, you don't do that right yet. But light the bonfire, rest at it. And the tutorial area is done. Okay. Over here, we have another item. Kill that douchebag. Careful right here. You might fall off. Homeward bone. Ooh, like that. Homeward bones, you can use them to transport yourself back at the last bonfire that you had rested at, or you go right back to the Firelink shrine, which we're coming up on in a minute. There's a guy over there with an arrow. If you're quick enough, you can dodge it like that. Come on, buddy. Push forward and R1 at the same time, or for the Xbox, I believe it's right bumper. You'll do a kick. You break the stance of those who are using shields. And then you can follow up with a stagger attack, as I call them. Come up this way and take an immediate right. There's 2 jumps right here. You kill them. You come straight up here. There's a few items you can get. But I'm just going to get that one for now. If you turn back around and come this way, there's a guy right up there. For you new people, he can be a bastard. But his actual name is called the Master. Now, you can either attack him. All you gotta do is go a little bit farther and he'll come after you. But for the new guys, and if he keeps whooping your ass, I recommend a cheese. I will show you that cheese. He's gonna come at you. Right down here. You just plop right here. And he will eventually lunge right at you. Did you just walk away? Get back here. We're trying to cheese you. You gotta be kinda easy with it. Wait till he gets kinda somewhat close. Oh, whew. Dead. See, we just got his souls. Right here we got a shield. Now, yes, he fell off the cliff. And we are unable to get his item. For now. We come up here. We'll get the rest of the items that I told you about. Another homeward bone. There's a dog right down here. If you jump right here, there's an item. There's a dog. Oop. Oop around here, and voila. Firelink Shrine. I jump down because I'm a badass. This is the just the Firekeeper, and that's where you level up. You can talk to her, obviously. Right now, we're gonna embed the coiled sword and activate this bonfire. Oop! Come on, rest that bonfire. Now, remember when I said you rest at bonfires, you reset the position of all enemies. Yes, technically that would mean the bastard would come back, but because he is a unique enemy, he will not respawn, but his body will reset. Come up here. Because his body reset. Voila. The Master's attire, Master's glove, and the Uchigatana. Yeah, Uchigatana. This door up here you'll get to later. You don't have to worry about that right now. The Uchigatana is mostly it's a dexterity weapon. It's pretty good for a dex build. I highly recommend it if you're gonna do a one-handed dex build. But we are not doing that. So we're gonna stick with our longsword for a while. Come back down here. I'll kill those guys. Shits and gigs. Give me your stuff. Fine. Don't give me your stuff. If at any point in these videos my voice seems to be drawn out and you guys would rather have less volume, more voice, just let me know. Or vice versa. Blah 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 blah. Oh shit, hold on. It's not what I wanted to do. Go into your equipment, remove that, I remove that, then I put it back on. And this is where you can use all of these to gain the souls. And this is what we got. This was our gift. Our burial gift. Instead of doing that, I come over here, talk to her. Come on. And then just sell them. 2, 1, 1, 1. It's a hell of a lot quicker than using them individually through your item screen. There we have 12,786 souls. Just right from the beginning. That gives us a lot to work with. Now what I like to do is I like to crank this bastard all the way up to 20. Because that gives you a decent amount of health for a while. And then you don't have to touch it for a long time. And because I said we're going to go for a pole arm or some type of two-handed halberd or spear, you want to get your dexterity up a bit. Now, I cannot remember off the top of my head the required dexterity for basic halberds at the moment, so we're just gonna have to wing it for now. As you can see, as you level up, it requires souls to level up, and as you level up, the required souls that it takes to level up increases. Do you sell a halberd? Let's see. Oh, she does. Sweet. Wow, I'm an asshole. Apparently the halberd requires 16 strength and 12 dexterity. Well, spears require a little more dexterity than that, so. Anyways. And that has a, if you see over there in the attribute bonus, you'll see a D next to the biceps and the hands, as I call them. The biceps is strength, the hands is dexterity. That means they have a D scaling rate. So every time you put a point into your biceps or a point into your hands, it basically gets more powerful. Now obviously the higher the modification, a C would obviously be better than D. The higher that attribute, the better bonus you gain from each point put into your biceps, your hands, if that makes sense to you. And yes, there's ways that you can increase that skill point. Now to proceed from here, you just rest at the bonfire. We're just gonna talk to this guy, exhaust his conversations, and get a stance. All those are your thrones. And that guy right there is important. Very important for a little bit later on. We give him an item and then we can use the souls that we get from bosses, because they're unique souls. And we can use those to make weapons. This guy back here is our smith. Andre. Reinforced SS flasks is used to increase the number of SS flasks that you have. Obviously you need SS shards to do so. And this a lot Estus allows us to change how much Estus in each Estus flask that we want. Now I don't really use magic all that much. No, not all that much. I typically don't use magic, period. So I don't care about the magic. Now right here you can repair your equipment and all that good stuff. But
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
alright, let's rest at the bonfire. Go to the high wall of Lothric. And we're at the high wall of Lothric. Open these doors, there's nothing in there. And run down here. I'm a badass, like I said, so I don't care about stairs. And here's our first bonfire. Alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for our first episode. I know this episode was a little bit longer, but it was a little bit longer, just kind of like an introduction into the Firelink Shrine and my walkthrough slash let's play type thing. That guy's sword was badass. Anyways, yep, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. I'm gonna keep the following episodes a lot shorter than this, just to kind of break it up a bit easier, so you guys aren't sitting here for an hour and 15 minutes for each episode. But alright guys, we're gonna stop here, and thank you for watching, and like and subscribe for if you guys enjoyed the video and like further episodes. Alright guys, take care.